Hi, it's Ivana. Welcome to my channel about all things habits. And today I'm going to share my morning routine with you and why I am incorporating what I'm incorporating into it. Truthfully, I was never someone that had a good morning routine. I would be that person that my intention is to get up early and then the alarm goes off and I'm like, why did I decide that? I don't need that. And I'm snoozing multiple times until that very last minute that I know that if I sleep longer, I'm going to be falling behind and running late. So, I would get up and get myself ready, but every day would be it would come down to the last minute things are kind of, fitting in place and in the nick of time it comes together. And I generally I managed to make it work, but it wasn't something that I enjoyed doing. I really wanted to have a more peaceful morning and have a little bit of time to myself, get myself all centered and straightened out, and then go out into the world. So I really put some serious effort into creating a morning routine for myself, and I've incorporated a few things that are very important for me and have been really beneficial so far. So let me start off by telling you that I feel like I've been lied to about how soon you start feeling old. I thought it's maybe 40, 50 plus, you start getting some aches and pains and stuff. It's 29. I swear, 29, and one day something slightly shifted, you get that little wrinkle, it never goes away. You get that tight little twinge in your lower back and you wake up and it never really goes away. And then so now I'm sitting a lot at home, working on my computer. At work I'm standing, and activity here and there, things are changing, and I'm telling you, my hips are getting very very tight, my hip flexors. I don't have as much mobility. I can't really reach my toes the way I used to. So I'm I need to start stretching. I didn't think this time would come this early, but here I am at 33, having to stretch every day just to make sure that I'm feeling my best. So one of the things I do is stretching, either just on a yoga mat or even a roll out on one of these bad boys. Pretty painful, but makes a world of a difference. And honestly, no matter how hazy you're feeling, you roll around on one of these for a little bit and you wake up. So the stretching has been immediate results. You stretch literally 5-10 minutes later, you already feel a little bit more limber, you feel more awake. You so I can see the benefits of that right away. I mean, of course, where's my water? Fill this bad boy up and I start drinking immediately as soon as I'm awake. I want to make sure I'm staying hydrated. So this has never been a problem for me, but it literally is part of the things that I have to do in the morning. And now with lockdowns and stuff, I really have to find a way to create a place and time for myself where I get to do some type of workout. It doesn't have to be, an hour of craziness, just something. So I knew that if I didn't have it at a consistent time, and it was tied to other stuff that I was already doing, there's a lot less likely a chance that I was going to try to fit it in at some point later in my day. So I figured chances are I'm not going to be doing a whole heck of a lot at 6 a.m. so I can probably try to fit it in there. And I don't do anything crazy, it's 15-20 minutes max, and as long as I'm doing those 15-20 minutes every day, in my mind I'm this is so doable. I can do 20 minutes every day instead of well, if I can't do 45 minutes to an hour, there's no point in doing anything. So the workout has been really important for me, just to keep the consistency and keep myself moving. And something else I've been trying to put in is meditating or gratitude writing, some kind of form of centering myself. So I started at first just trying to go through the motions of doing it, and I would be I'm making decisions should I stretch today, should I roll today, what should I do for a workout? And so I'd start to feel myself kind of slipping, I would do less than what I wanted to do, or I'm walking into my bedroom grabbing my journal and I'm I feel it's kind of throwing off my vibe. And so I was all right, we have a little problem, but we can solve this. So what did I do? Little nerd in me, I was let's make a checklist. So I made a checklist. I made this little slip and I printed 20 of them, and I just put it on my fridge. And every night, my morning routine actually starts the night before, but I fill out one of these every single day. So I write my gratitude stuff on here as well. I don't know how well you can read this, but I figured once I had to get out from the area that I was in, go to another place looking for a journal, it would throw me off. So I'm why don't I just have a few lines on this paper, and I'll just, that's fill that out, and that's part of the morning routine, and that'll be that'll satisfy that part of me. And then the night before, I actually decide what I'm going to do for a workout. So there's two options I have. I live in a condo building, so we have stairs and we have a big garage. So I actually do cardio in there, and I write that down the night before. Like I will say 10 rounds of whatever I'm doing, and like there's no negotiating in the morning when I wake up. Whatever I write down in the form, that's what gets done. Because like I found that if I don't do it and I'm making decisions, I'm never gonna be like, let's go hard. Like I'll be like, do I feel like it? Maybe tomorrow, maybe later. And now I'm like, but it's on the paper. It's right here. It says workout. And so I don't negotiate with myself anymore. So the checklist has been wonderful. And this is why I like it, because it takes away the decision making in the morning, and it actually gets me to do the things I intended on doing without making excuses. So this is definitely not set in stone. Like I may not be doing this like 5-10 years from now. I might not even be doing this next month. But right now, this is working really well for my schedule, for where I'm at in my life, for the things that are important to me right now that need to get done. And all in all, this takes, like with showering and like even had breakfast on there at the bottom, it takes me about an hour, which sounds like it's a lot, but if I can manage to do that most days of the week, if not all days of the week, like that is all the time I need to really get all the things that are important to me out of the way. And even if I can't, even if I have to cut down some of the stuff, like I still have the list to remind me of all the things I'm trying to do most days. So it's been working well. And again, I'll probably be making changes as my life is changing and my schedule is changing, but maybe that gives you some ideas of what it is that you can try to incorporate into your morning routine. Or really, if none of these things are enticing to you, maybe you just want to get up and like read for half an hour and, be alone. Maybe you just want to dance in the kitchen and make breakfast. Like do whatever you want that's going to get you just to spend a little bit of time by yourself and like get yourself ready for the day so that you are ready to roll. Because once the day is rolling, it tends to be a lot harder to try to incorporate that in. Share below what it is that you do for a morning routine and how you like it, and whether or not you have a morning routine. Let's keep learning together. And if you like this video, then subscribe to the channel and there'll be more content like this coming out.